We come today with a report of the international drug trade. By the end, you will know the dangers of the drug trade and how it has changed the world.
The drug trade has gained importance recently. The consumption of these substances has affected millions. The transportation and trade of drugs has been registered since a Chinese cartel that acted during the Opium Wars in the 19th century.
Being alcohol and tobacco, also classified as drugs, the market has grown exponentially and the demand of all these products has created a social problem that makes the big, powerful countries struggle. Countries like Afghanistan, Mexico, and Colombia have been highly involved in the massive exportation of illegal drug substances, leading US, UK, Canada, France, and Brazil to an uncontrollable demand and importation of drugs.
And such as Escobar's and Al Capone's has marked this industry and millions of innocent people. So why are these substances so problematic? In the first case, the ambition of these mafia chains has created violent atmospheres on their respective countries. Even besides the big amount of money they made out of business, the biggest problem was the lethal humanitarian victims this mafia left behind.
Governments all around the globe have debated about the legalization of drugs, especially on cannabis. But why isn't it already legalized? The dangers of drugs, cannabis, alcohol, or tobacco rely on the damage they cause to the human body and how this damage can shorten and damage human lives.
Besides destroying homes and families, these are some examples of why these substances shouldn't be consumed. The chemical structure of alcohol damages especially the liver. It seems that the tobacco leaves after consumption attacks especially the well-functioning of the lungs, and the cannabis and alcohol damage neurons.
Due to the ills that generates in the human body and the dangers it causes on society and communities, governments like Colombia and the United States has created special divisions for handling this problem. In Colombia, called the Anti-Narcotics Division, and in the United States, called the DEA, each of them have special strategies to avoid the transportation of drugs through airports, sea, and by land.
This represents a big threat to the business, so the creativity has been a critical fact for the transportation. From personal airports, human transportation, in art pieces, and in both structures, the drugs have been brilliantly transported. This has obligated the governments to be more strict about handling migrations and transportation of products on water and on air.
Offensive moves from government has created a massive move from people who like and consume drugs, especially cannabis. These moves aren't violent, but from the 80s, marches like the Fumatón in Bogotá have been taking place all around the globe. This only creates a more complex social problem due to the emotion involved from thousands of consumers.
Differently from Colombia and the United States, there are some countries in Europe that have legalized cannabis in the same way that tobacco and alcohol is legalized in personal doses. For example, in Amsterdam, Netherlands, there is a special park for consumption of this cannabis. This is a legal way to make both the government and the people happy.
In democratic capitalist countries, the money is what moves everything, especially the politics. So what if the biggest market of a country is an illegal substance? This is what happened to Colombia. In small countries, a powerful illegal market can manipulate everything. The economy will depress and every product will devalue. So the economical problem that the international drug trade generates affect mostly small economies.
Due to the effectiveness in economies, if a drug dealer supports a political campaign, not only it will be illegal but also attempts to corrupt mandatories and a bad ruling. This is what the states worries about, because if one of these dealers takes over a country, the entire international community will be in danger.
These are some examples of why the illegal international drug trade generates problems, because this is a problematic that evolves into more problems. So you can decide the future. You now know what and where these substances harm you, but also you know all the social, political, and economical problems this causes.
Perhaps the answer is legalization, or maybe it is conscientization. This relates on where you, the future, lead the world. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. We're Pedro and Juan Pablo.